Hello students, continuing with chapter 11 3D geometry. Let us take certain examples. Example 27 on page 495 says, find the equation of the plane that contains the points 1, minus 1, 2 and is perpendicular to each of the planes 2x plus 3y minus 2z is equals to 5 and x plus 2y minus 3z is equals to 8. Now how to solve the equation? So the equation of the plane which contains point 1 minus 1 2 is a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 is equals to 0. Let us put it as equation 1. It is also being given that this plane is perpendicular to the planes 2x plus 3y minus 2z is equals to 5 and x plus 2y minus 3z is equals to 8. So since planes are perpendicular, so we know that a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 is equals to 0 for perpendicularity, where a1 b1 c1 are direction ratios of the normal to the plane first and a2 b2 c2 and are the direction ratios of the normal to the plane 2. Therefore 2a plus 3b minus 2c is equals to 0 and a plus 2b minus 3c is equals to 0. Now we have two equations and three variables. बहुत नाइंसाफी है, कैसे solve करेंगे? There is one method which is being given in the book also. Let me tell you the method which we have studied in linear equations in class 10, that was cross multiplication method. So we'll be using that cross multiplication method. It says a upon 3 into minus 3 minus 2 into minus 2, okay, plus b into minus 2 into 1 minus 2 into minus 3 plus c upon 2 into 2 minus 1 into 3. So a upon minus 9 plus 4 is equals to b upon minus 2 plus 6 is equals to c upon 4 minus 3. हम इसको k let कर देते हैं. So value of a is minus 5k, value of b is 4k and value of c is k. If we put these values of a, b, c in equation 1, what the equation we get? We get minus 5k into x minus 1 plus 4k into y plus 1 plus k into z minus 2 is equals to 0. And when you solve it, the equation of the given plane will be 5x minus 4y minus z is equals to 7. Students, remember this is a very important example which we have done, and the way we have to solve it was very significant. You have the liberty to use the method given in the book also, correct? Now coming to example 30, which says find the coordinates of the point where the line through points A 341 and B 516 crosses the xy plane. So equation of the line passing through these 2 points will be x minus x1 upon x2 minus x1, y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1 plus z minus z1 upon z2 minus z1 is equals to x minus 3 upon 2, y minus 4 upon minus 3 and z minus 1 upon 5. हमने इसको k let कर लिया as usual. The value of x will be 2k plus 3, the value of y will be minus 3k plus 4 and the value of z will be 5k plus 1. Since line is crossing the xy plane at a given point, so value of z will be 0. So 5k plus 1 is equals to 0 and the k value of minus 5. So the value of x will be 2 into minus 1 by 5 plus 3, which is 13 by 5, and the value of y will be minus 3 into minus 1 by 5 plus 4, which is 23 by 5. So coordinates of the required points are 13 by 5, 23 by 5 and 0. Now students, I hope you have understood these two concepts. Now we will be going for certain questions which definitely have been asked in the board examinations, but as an example or maybe as a question they are not in the book. So I am telling you certain questions. Please listen to them carefully, see the solutions carefully and try solving these questions. Thank you. Now let us take some important examples which are important for the point of view of the board exams. So First example is find coordinates of foot of the perpendicular and length of the perpendicular drawn from point 542 to the line r is equals to minus I plus 3j plus k plus lambda times 2I plus 3j minus k. Also find the image of P in the given line. So we have drawn the diagram, correct? First of all, we will be changing the equation of the line in Cartesian form, which says x minus 1 बोले तो x plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y minus 3 divided by 3 is equals to z minus 1 divided by minus 1. इसको हमने lambda let कर लिया. q is alpha beta gamma, हमने इसके coordinates माने, be the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the P on the given line, and P dash, which is x1 y1 z1, is the image of P in the given line. So value of x 2 lambda minus 1, value of y will be 3 lambda plus 3, and value of z will be minus lambda plus 1. Since q alpha beta gamma lies on the given line, therefore its coordinate will satisfy the equation of the given line. Therefore value of alpha will be 2 lambda minus 1, beta will be 3 lambda plus 3, and gamma will be minus lambda plus 1. Direction ratios of the line PQ will be 2 lambda minus 1 minus coordinates of P are 5, 4 and 2. So minus 5, 3 lambda plus 3 minus 4, and minus lambda plus 1 minus 2. So DRs of PQ will be 2 lambda minus 6, 3 lambda minus 1, and minus lambda minus 1. Since we all know that PQ is perpendicular to the given line, therefore A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 is equals to 0, or we can say dot product of PQ dot B vector. B vector is the vector to which this particular line is parallel, correct? And that B vector will be somewhere, we can draw it here also, vector B, correct? So the vector B will be 2I plus 3j minus k. So what we have done, 2 lambda minus 6 into 2 plus 3 lambda minus 1 into 3 plus minus lambda minus 1 into minus 1 is equals to 0, correct? So the value of lambda comes out as 1. So coordinates of q will be 2 lambda minus 1, 3 lambda plus 3, and minus lambda plus 1. So the coordinates of the q will be, or foot of the perpendicular from P will be 1, 6, 0, correct? Now length of perpendicular PQ, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square comes out to under root 24, which is 2 root 6, correct? Now q is the midpoint of pp dash. We all know that q is the midpoint of pp dash. Therefore x1 plus x2 divided by 2 is equals to 1, y1 plus y2 divided by 2 is equals to 6, and z1 plus z2 divided by 2 is equals to 0. So the value of x1 will be minus 3, value of y1 will be 8, and value of z1 will be minus 2. So the image P dash will have the coordinates minus 3, 8, minus 2. So students, please see this question carefully. It's an important question. So let us take one more example, that is find the image of point P having position vector 1 I cap plus 3j cap plus k cap in the plane. प्लेन में इमेज निकालनी है r dot 2i minus j plus k plus 3 to 0, and we have to find the length pp dash. So we have drawn the diagram accordingly. Here n vector is the normal to the given plane. So Cartesian equation of the given plane will be 2x minus y plus z plus 3 is equals to 0, and point P will be 1, 3, 4. Let q alpha beta gamma be the foot of the perpendicular from 1, 3, 4, and P dash x1 y1 z1 be the image of the P in the given plane. Since q alpha beta gamma lies on the given plane, hence it will satisfy the equation of the given plane. That means 2 alpha minus beta plus gamma is equal plus 3 is equals to 0, and also PQ will be position vector of q minus position vector of P, that is alpha minus 1 I cap plus beta minus 1 3j cap plus gamma minus 4 k cap. Also we know that normal vector n vector of the plane will be 2i minus j plus 3k, correct? 2i minus j plus 3k. Done. Since PQ is parallel to n vector, PQ is definitely parallel to n vector. Therefore, equation of the line PQ will be x minus x1 upon a y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. लेट अस से हमने इसको लैम्डा लेट कर लिया है, ठीक है। सो x की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2 लैम्डा प्लस 1, y की वैल्यू माइनस लैम्डा प्लस 3 एंड z की वैल्यू लैम्डा प्लस 4. Since q is also on this given line, hence coordinates of the q will satisfy the equation. Hence अल्फा की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2 लैम्डा प्लस 1, y की वैल्यू हो जाएगी, बीटा की वैल्यू हो जाएगी माइनस लैम्डा प्लस 3 एंड गामा की वैल्यू लैम्डा प्लस 4. We will put the values of q or alpha beta gamma in equation 1 since point q is on the given plane. So it will be 2 into 2 lambda plus 1 minus lambda plus 3 plus lambda plus 4 plus 3 is equals to 0, and solving this we get lambda value minus 1. Hence coordinates of the q will be 2 into minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 3 and minus 1 plus 4. That means q will be, or foot of the perpendicular from the point P will be minus 1 comma 4 comma 3. Also, we know that q is the midpoint of pp dash, hence 1 plus x1 by 2 is equals to minus 1, 3 plus y1 by 2 is equals to 4, and 4 plus z1 by 2 is equals to 3. So x1, y1, z1 की वैल्यू आ गई minus 3, 5 and 2. Hence image of point P will be P dash minus 3, 5, 2. We have been asked to find the distance PP dash. Hence it will be root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square, which is under root 16 plus 4 plus 4, that is 2 root 6. That is what the answer is. So students, I hope you have understood this concept. Now on the basis of this particular question, you can do question 14 of exercise 11.3. You have to also find image of given point or points. We have 4 questions in this particular, 4 parts in this question. So we have to solve these questions. The question says we have to find the distance of the given point from the corresponding plane. Also we have to find the image of the given point. So students, please do miscellaneous exercise also. Miscellaneous exercise 11. You have to do this also, which is on page 497, starting from 497. If at all you have any problems, you can ask those queries. I will be happily solving those equations, those queries. So in the meantime, please stay home, stay healthy, stay safe. Have a very good 2021, healthy and prosperous, and do study at home because now board exams are very nearby. Thank you and have a great day.